In 1814, Francisco Goya unveiled a painting so raw, Spain tried to bury it. The 3rd of May, 1808. A firing squad. Civilians lined against a wall. Rifles raised, faces lit only by the flash of death. No glory, no heroism. Goya didn't paint victory. He painted what war really looks like. 1937, more than a century later, the town of Guernica reduced to ashes by Nazi bombs. Pablo Picasso answered not with weapons, but with paint. His mural, simply titled Guernica, became the world's cry of anguish. Black and white, fragmented, a mirror to the madness of war. When diplomats prepared new wars, they once covered this very painting at the United Nations. Because Guernica still speaks too loudly, a reminder that truth in art is more explosive than any bomb. In 1936, months before Spain descended into civil war, Salvador Dalí finished soft construction with boiled beans. A giant creature, devouring itself limb by limb. Dalí called it a premonition. Within the year, Spain became that monster, tearing its own body apart. The painting wasn't prophecy, it was instinct. The artist's intuition that chaos was already alive beneath the surface. In 1933, Mexican muralist Diego Rivera was commissioned to paint a grand mural inside New York's Rockefeller Center, a celebration of progress, science, and modern power. But Rivera added something unexpected. At the heart of his masterpiece, he painted the face of Vladimir Lenin and scenes of workers rising against inequality. To the Rockefellers, that was unforgivable. They demanded he erase it. He refused. The mural, Man at the Crossroads, was destroyed before it was ever completed. Between the 1970s and 1980s, American painter Leon Golub created his Mercenaries series. Towering portraits of soldiers, torturers, and anonymous men in power. No uniforms of glory, no flags, just the raw face of violence. Golub said he painted power as a kind of skin, flesh stretched over hierarchy, human but monstrous. 1943. In a hidden attic in Belgium, a painter waited for the knock he knew would come. His name was Felix Nussbaum. A Jewish artist in hiding, he painted himself holding his identity card, his own death sentence in paper form. His eyes are hollow, defiant, a man already erased, refusing to disappear quietly. Weeks later, the Gestapo found him. He was sent to Auschwitz and killed, but the painting survived. It's not just a self-portrait, it's evidence. A face staring back at the empire that tried to erase it. 1937. While Hitler filled galleries with propaganda, another artist carved grief into stone. Käthe Kollwitz, a mother who had already lost her son to the First World War, sculpted the Mothers, a circle of women shielding their children from a world on fire. No soldiers, no flags, no glory, just the quiet defiance of love refusing to surrender. The Nazis banned her work, but they couldn't ban what it said, that war doesn't build nations, it buries them. 1983. The battlefield had changed. In New York, Jean-Michel Basquiat painted Defacement, a small, furious piece about the death of Michael Stewart, a young Black artist killed by police. It's painted in raw graffiti lines. For Basquiat, art wasn't just rebellion anymore. It was mourning. And for America, it was a mirror it still refuses to face. 1990. The war was long over, but its shadows were not. German painter Anselm Kiefer created Breaking of the Vessels, a massive installation of shattered glass and scorched books. It wasn't about victory. It was about memory, about a culture rebuilding itself from ashes. Kiefer turned destruction into scripture. Every shard, every burned page, a reminder that civilizations break not just bodies, but meaning itself. 1991. The Gulf War unfolded on TV, but painter John Keane saw what the cameras didn't. In his Gulf War paintings, he blurred tanks, explosions, and faces until they looked like static on a broken screen. Keane's canvases looked like propaganda, until you looked closer and realized they were its antidote. 1993. Europe was at war again, this time in Bosnia. British artist Peter Howson, sent as a war artist, returned with visions too disturbing for the galleries. In his painting Bosnia, he showed not soldiers or strategy, but the cruelty of men who had lost their souls, twisted bodies, faces without mercy. It looked medieval, but it was 1993. Proof that even in the age of television, the world still needed painters to tell the truth we refused to see. And that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed this journey through art and history, make sure to leave a like. It really helps the channel grow.